Coming up, my final Wonderfest 2026 chat. Well, hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is my final Wonderfest 2026 chat, and what I have for you here is an interview with Mike Meyer from Rise 3D Builds. Rise 3D Builds is a company that offers quite a few products. They've expanded their line over the years to include Battlestar Galactica, Star Trek, Planet of the Apes, Babylon 5, and their kits range from model kits of starships to busts and figures. So I've known Mike for some time, and I've been wanting to have him on, so I finally got to get together with him here at the show. So he's going to spend a few minutes telling us all about the products they offer at his site. So let's get started with our chat with Mike Meyer from Rise 3D Builds. Okay, we are here with Mike from Rise 3D Builds, right?
Yep.
And so he's got a lot of unique offerings here today at Wonderfest. And so let's go ahead and talk about, first of all, tell us a little bit about Rise 3D Builds.
So Rise 3D Builds, we're a Florida-based 3D printing company. We do 3D design. If it's science fiction, we work on it.
That's great.
So we do both resin and filament printing. So we do both sides of the field, figures, ships, all that fun, that fun stuff. And then we also do the YouTube channel, Rise 3D Builds, where we teach you how to paint, build it, print it, do all that fun stuff.
So tell me about some of the latest offerings that you got. You said one of the newest ones was the Enterprise.
The Enterprise F, the Odyssey class.
Okay.
Pre-refit, we had that in the 1/1400 scale. It came to Wonderfest. It didn't even last 3 hours, and all the kits were sold out. So now we're going to the order mode on our website.
Okay.
Basically, you'll have to leave a message, and then we can give you a custom order for it.
Tell us a little bit about the model. You said
the model was a combination of filament and resin. We had a really cool where the scout ship in the back of the ship actually was separatable.
Okay.
But we also had molded the kit into 8 pieces so you could paint underneath the hull and really do the detail work. And being FDM, very few layer lines, a lot of high detail, and then referring to Bob Art on Etsy makes a beautiful decal kit for it. And that ship is one of my favorites. It did not get enough screen time, just saying. But
now FDM has come a long way now, hasn't it?
So FDM, honestly, FDM is getting back into the competition with resin. So especially with the 0.2 and the way Bamboo Lab is dominating the market, their new machines are just
I was at it's a store in Southern California that has actually 3D printers. What I want to say on display there, and it had been a while since I've actually looked at an FDM printer, but a friend of mine took me there and says, you got to look at this stuff, and I was really impressed with the quality now.
Bamboo Labs has set a new standard, and they have dethroned Creality. The Bamboo Lab machines, you can control it from your phone, downloadable. We all started with those Ender 3s. You probably were in one as well. Nightmare machines compared to these Bamboo Lab, the Bamboo Lab machines. User friendly. They're a bit pricey, but they have AI failure detection. They have all kinds of tools to really help out. So,
well, tell us about now the Babylon 5 station.
So, Revell put out a Babylon 5 station kit back in 1998. That is the only kit we ever got, and it was Keeney. Well, that's a 5-mile long station. I wanted a 3-foot version. So I went to the drawing board between Blender and Auto Fusion or Autodesk Fusion, and I made my own. And our own design, and I think we only have one of the 7 left that I brought. So it's been a very popular one as well. Very nice. The starships are always fun, and a lot of people look for them, and that's a unique one.
So your aim is to, I know you love the starship side and doing all the
starships. That's why I got into this. You had companies like Eagle Moss and all them selling these little models for $50-$60. 3D printing opens the door to the size, the fun, because the Enterprise D, that's a 1/1400 kit normally. People want smaller, people want larger. I know there's one gentleman further down the line here, he's got a 1/650. The thing's huge.
That's right.
And just what you get to see here is so much fun. And it's one of those things, if you have not ever attended Wonderfest, go. June 5th and 6th, 2027. Come to this show.
Tell us a little about your figures now.
So figures, we kind of moved into the same realm. I always put out a new Planet of the Apes one. This year we did General Ursa, but we also looked at Babylon 5. You never see the ambassadors. You always see Bruce Boxletter, Sheridan, or all them. This year I released a Delin and a Londo kit, and they've actually both sold really well, and those are sculpted by me. So no additional sculptor. All three of those were sculpted by myself.
Fantastic.
And then CGverse, we partnered with them, and we released the Battlestar Athena kit. Because Athena, she's in the show all the time, but she never gets
any recognition.
And she was our pivotal crier. She's the initial of a 3-women kit from Battlestar. We were looking at Apollo's wife. There's a picture of all 3 of them in flight uniforms. That's the kit we're going to. So when all 3 are done, you'll scoot them together and it'll be that picture. So that's what we're working towards.
Very good. Well, and tell me a little bit about, you got some Battlestar kits here too, or this
the Battlestar Pegasus from the 04. We made a large 1-2000 kit. We also have a 1-4000 kit. A few of them left, but the actual Battlestars, the 78, didn't last 20 minutes. All 5 kits were gone.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
And they were the 1-2000. So people are looking for scale,
right?
And that's what a lot of it. We have the Mobius kits and all that stuff, but they're small. They're not what people are wanting. That thing sitting big and bulky on the shelf here these last few years. And that's the one thing with Filament and Starships that I like is I can bring the price down, still deliver a high quality model, and still bring the price down, because that's what we've heard a lot of people say is the budget's low for this year because of all the increased costs of travel. So, and I'm trying to kind of make it to where you can still get the kits you want, but not have to break the bank to do it. One man said, "Please don't take my lunch money." I said, "We're not, I promise."
All right, well, there you go. So Rise 3D, check them out. I'll put the links down below. And thanks for spending a few minutes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure. So again, a really nice array of products that they offer there at Rise 3D Bills. I encourage you to check out their website. We barely touched the surface of what they have for sale. Now, I was on their site and I noticed that the Enterprise F and the Athena figure are not on their site. They do plan on getting their site updated here very shortly. The Athena figure runs about $100. It is a 1/6 scale figure, so it's pretty good size. And again, if you're interested in either of those products, just contact Mike through their website and he'll get back in touch with you there. Again, they do offer a variety of busts and figures, and the one that I purchased from his booth is this one here of Galen Erso. Definitely look forward to painting this. It's going to be the largest bust I've worked on so far. It comes in 2 pieces with the head separate, so that makes it easy. I'll be able to work on the face and head here separate from the torso. So looking forward to that. And also what I have here is a phone holder, and they have a number of these available on their site, all with different ships that are attached. This, of course, is the Enterprise G, and so I purchased a couple of these. I thought these were pretty unique, and I plan on painting this one up. And of course, you just slide your phone there to hold it on your desk. Okay, well, a big thank you to Mike for joining us for that interview, and I hope you enjoyed all of these interviews. They were a lot of fun to do, and if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them here or contact me at interstellarmodeler@gmail.com. So what is coming up next on the channel? I'm not quite sure. I do have some projects I'm working on for the San Diego Comic-Con art show. I'll let you in on all that in a different video, but I do have some things I need to get done before mid-July. And as for which model, I just haven't decided quite yet. Usually after Wonderfest, we all kind of take a little bit of a break because we're gearing up towards that show. So I haven't quite just decided yet just what's going to be the next model I'll be working on. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for now, and I'll definitely see you in the next video. Take care.